Good morning again, people. This is Sam, South Carolina Happy Bees, and we're out here today with number 103. We could call it a yard too, because it's about 50 feet away from the beehives. He's out here by herself. Got a white queen. It was a swarm, and we took her and stuck her in this little box and gave her plenty of room. And now it's time to check them out and maybe put another box on them. We have our smoker from the last one. And I'm going to use their next box as a seat. Smoker working. Tell y'all something about smokers. Smokers I get, they've got a band that goes around it like all of them, but it's got one on the bottom too, and it will keep you from, if you say you're working on the beehive and you got this sitting on the beehive next to it, and it's got a wood top to it, like I don't use metal too much. This is metal, but it's underneath the tree. But anyway, metal gets hot. But I've put my old smokers on the beehive, and I'd look around, and especially if I walk off from it sometime, there'll be a hole burning to the top of the beehive. Sometimes it kills the bees underneath it, melts it real hard. That one time, boy, it did a job. There they are. We're going to sit it in front. We're going to take their feeder off. One just walked up my pant leg and bit me on the knee. Excuse me, stung me on the knee. That's a heart. Let's start wearing my mud boots again. Take that off, take their feeder off. Got bees on the bottom. No queen. Get your water dish out. Roaches out of it. Let's start on the other side here. Some people say you need to start over here anyway, away from you, so when you pick the bees or the frames up, you could run the queen back this way. These are mostly got 3 honey super frames in here, so we don't know what we got. And that's a honey frame, and they're building on it. Kind of like the other one, they're working on one side. That's them. We're going to stick it right here. We got this one, it's got some brood on it. Got some pollen, got some nectar, got some honey, got some larvae. Same thing on this side. I just got snow on the area. Where's my smoke? There we go. This next one is a honey or super frame. Probably all I had when I was doing this built or with me. Got some brood and some honey. Still got the white queen in it. There we go. And what we're going to do is put up another box on here with some built out frames. Put these honey supers in the other box, because that one they were building a little bit out on the bottom. This one has some brood, babies being born, eggs, dead roach. It has some honey, has some nectar, has some pollen. Doesn't look like a very good laying pattern yet. Maybe I won't add them a box. But like I said, this was a swarm we put over here last month. And like I say, once you move the queen and everything else, and she's slimmed down to where she's not laying, it takes a while to get started again. They're working on that side. This other side over here, they're not napped. So we're just going to put them back in here the way they were. Feed them more, visited them more. We'll try to come back once a week on this one. And check, keep an eye on them. Now this frame, I think I'm going to turn around backwards. So they'll start building on this side instead of the wall, yeah, the hive side instead of the wall side. We're going to do the same thing with this one. This one has capped honey on it, so we're going to stick it back in there. I was going to take it out and put another full frame build out. But this is just a little hive. Still has a white queen. Come on, girls. There we go. We're probably going to even feed them more. How about that? I will give them a double dose of, well, let's just put it there. We'll give them a little water. Give them a couple of peppermint candies. Food. That's enough food for them right now. A little bit more flotation in there. A little bit of flotation here in the water. Put Put their feeder ring back on. Put your top back on and be done with it. Okay, y'all have a marvelous day. Give us a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe. I'm going to close that little hole up right down there too, so y'all can't see. That one right there, I'm going to close it up. They got the bottom. They can get in here. Y'all have a marvelous day. Be careful out there.